here to state 8 elements of critical thinking. I'm going to go ahead and just state 3, and then another member can pick up and follow through. So the first 3 I'm going to say is observation, analysis, and problem solving.
All right, creativity, decision making, and commitment.
So we have 2
Reflection and structuring arguments.
Okay. All right. So now we are to support these elements with examples from the case study titled "The Decision of a Potential." Okay. So the first example that I'm going to use is from section 2 of the case study, when she stated that you don't need to multitask. It is not required. It is as if she was saying you are required to multitask, as if it's not important. But I disagree. I think that she wasn't good in her evaluation, because if you have a particular list of tasks to complete at a given time, if you don't try your best to multitask and use a good time management strategy to complete them, then ended up spending a lot of unnecessary time on one job and then ended up not completing all of them.
Yes, Alexia, I totally agree.
I disagree as well, especially to the part where she is saying like it don't make any sense. She could get a degree and fears this and that. She doesn't seem committed enough to get a degree, because if she was committed, she wouldn't stop. She would continue pursuing her degree.
I agree.
All right.
Yes, Sahil.
So for me, I disagree with her. As Sahila was saying, she don't think you'd have to get a degree to be successful. I totally disagree with her on that. Well, I disagree with her on the stance that she take, because getting a degree is very important. You don't have to have a degree to be successful, because there's a lot of entrepreneurs out there that are successful without a degree. But what is it like running a business and you're not able to go and pull a file and analyze what is there? You have to have your business but have somebody that has the degree running your business, and then you don't understand what is really happening in the day-to-day activity of your business. So it is easy for people to in other words rob you, and you're not aware, you're not even aware. So I really think that getting the degree is very important, and she's more of letting her emotions get get the more of her. Then she's not thinking critical, because if it is that she was committed to getting that degree done, and getting that degree done, she would have went to all of her classes, did all her assignments by herself. So from there, from day one, she wasn't really committed. It's just like going to school because you really have to go to school. Um, and one other thing that stand out to me is when she said if a friend doesn't support your decision, let that friend go. No, because sometimes we are wrong, and in ourselves we are correct. So we just, but having the correct friend, having the good friend, a good friend will tell you when you are wrong or when you are right. A good friend doesn't necessarily mean supporting you and telling you that you are all right, that you are right 100% of the time. A good friend lets you know that, listen, Tahelia, Tamara, Stacy, listen, that is wrong. I do not support that decision. And guide you in the correct frame or the correct way to go. Because really get for young people right now, and in the environment that we're living in, where technology is really getting advanced, I think education is really the key to success. So that's the stance I take.
I am in
Yeah,
total agreement.
decision. I totally disagree with her because like, why wait until now to decide that you don't need a degree? Like the part that she said she purposely failed all of her exams this semester. Like, seriously? Why wait until now, all this time, spend so much money, and now you're going to decide that? Poor decision making. Then bragging that she's officially a college dropout. That part there. Mm-mm.
Exactly. That is nothing to be proud of.
Yes,
Yeah.
she's saying it that
It's like
like it's accomplishment.
Exactly.
it's like from the
Yeah.
get-go, she not really interested or
Interested.
business enough for
Exactly.
like go and get her degree. Like she not care, nothing like
And guys, as it leads back to friendship and having the correct friend. Because if it is that she had engaged herself in the correct circle, then her friends, the good friends who tell her, just like you guys, my classmates, the good friends would guide her in the correct decision and say, listen,
Yeah.
it's just one semester you have left. Just finish the degree. You understand? Just finish the degree. And then if it is that you want to be an entrepreneur, you don't have to hire somebody to run your business. You can run your business
You
yourself.
can
So
get
instead
certified.
of paying a supervisor, you could be the one that
Supervisor.
is really supervising your business. So that salary that you would give to your supervisor, that could go in your pocket. So you're not even thinking. You get what I'm saying, guys?
Yes.
yeah.
Also, based on my observation on this and my analysis on this case study, she was basing everything upon her emotions, how she feels and what she thinks, and not really an evaluation of how she would fit into society by earning a degree that would allow her to have more opportunity and more access to a certain level of information in terms of if she wants to be an entrepreneur and say she wants to fund her company, then whenever she do her job plan or business proposal, and then she presents it to whatever entity it is that she would want to get that. It would be well put together and they would consider her because of her educational background. So I don't think she was thinking critically as what Simone said. And also, why I think she was based in everything on her emotion. She said, "Are you afraid of failure?" In everything, there must be some kind of failure. You won't win all the time. There are times that you're going to fall down, but you have to pick yourself up back and try again. That doesn't mean you're supposed to give up. So when she is going to say that failure isn't a thing and it isn't necessary, I don't think that she was using the right evaluation, and she was basing everything too much on her emotions.
And then again, everybody has a fear of failure because everybody wants to be great. Everybody wants to achieve something out of life. So a fear of failure must be there for some people. You don't want to fall short. So you must fear that this something might not happen because you want something for yourself. You want something for yourself out of life.
Exactly. And her explanations and things like happiness, if you're happy, that is everything. Happiness isn't everything. And the way she explained herself is just, if you don't think about it, then it won't affect you. Life is not like that. Because I don't think anybody gets up and just sit down for them and say, okay, I wonder if I'm going to die today. Sometimes people don't even remember to pray or ask God to protect them. So when she's going to say, if you don't think about it, it won't affect you. Things happen. You don't have to be thinking about a particular thing for it to happen to you. Things just happen in general. We just have to find ways and means of how to deal with it. So for her to say that not thinking about these things, it won't affect you, I don't think that's a good way to solve the problem.
As for me, in terms of happiness, I believe that making yourself happy is important. But sometimes you're making yourself happy, but it's the way that the situation is gonna affect you negatively after. Because let me give you an example of myself. I like to eat fast food, cakes, and so forth. So whenever I buy cake, eating the cake make me happy, let me happy, but it's the weight that I'm gonna gain after. So
Exactly.
sometimes, yes, so it's just an example. So sometimes, yes, your happiness counts, but it's actually doing what's right, if you get me. Doing what is right.
I agree. All right, so can we move on to question 2 now?
Yes, we can move on now.
Yes, yes, yeah.
All right, so question 2, we are to discuss whether or not to support her, which we are saying not. So I guess we have to expound on that.
You're
I,
breaking up. I didn't hear what you said.
okay, question 2 is saying that should discuss and analyze whether or not the group supports the decision of the student and why. I don't
Oh,
support
okay.
her.
I don't support her decision.
Me either. I think she
So we
was very selfish, reckless in her decision. She wasn't thinking about
Exactly,
how it
reckless.
would affect her parents who actually took the time out to pay her tuition. You know, for persons that might were looking up to her to say yes, she was going to turn out to be something good in the family. I think she was very reckless with her decision, and I don't support.
Not
I
that she
don't
won't turn out
support her
good,
either.
even if not that she won't turn out good, say she not go college, but like the mere fact that she's saying these things, it just shows how much she don't really care about herself in terms of her education. She don't feel like she care or want something for herself. So I don't agree with her decision. So that's how I feel about it.
Yeah, I don't support her either in the stance that she take. And why I don't support her, as I keep on saying, it's actually doing what is right.